Yo, once again, it's the Bartender's Lounge, and it's your girl, YFB Queli and Rewind.
Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. It's just Patrice in the building. What's happening, family? Glad to have you join the conversation for Shiggity. Listen, I tried to listen. Whatever.
Can I have a little?
I need an engineer.
We're gonna train somebody. We got somebody. We got somebody.
Who?
We got somebody.
I need to vet him.
What?
Who is it?
Jaji.
Okay. First of all, don't do that.
How you spell Jaji? No,
I don't know how you spell Jaji. You said M-A-R.
Right, exactly.
I was like, what the fuck? That is not. No, Jaji. Yeah. M-A-R.
Right.
I was like, that's
not what I was saying.
That's not what I said.
Looking for her on Facebook. M-A-R.
M-A-R. Do you hear me? M-A. Okay. Okay.
How was your week?
You said my week. What's my week?
Well, you know, since the last time I seen you on Wednesday. How was your week?
It's been a long road without you, my friend. Shit. It's been a long ass week.
It has been. I ain't gonna even lie.
Listen, a lot's going on.
And I was like, damn, remember I even pushed this up. I said it's Thursday, right?
Right. Is it? What's today? It's a no.
Man, it's been a long April already. I don't know if it's the Mercury retrograde that has me like, what is really going on? Or is it just April just really long right now?
I'm just going to tell you that I usually have a lot of good luck while people are not doing well doing Mercury retrograde.
It really don't affect me, but I guess it affected us because of the losses we had. Yeah, that's the only thing that affected me with this retrograde is the losses. It was too many of them.
Yeah.
And by the way, Leroy funeral is this Saturday.
Right. His services are this Saturday. And then they're doing a whole
they want to do I'm gonna say citywide. If you have a bar and you know Leroy came to your bar, Adidas. He was known for the Adidas. Wear your Adidas.
See, that's what I'm talking
this weekend. About. Wear your Adidas in memory of Leroy, yo. For real. I wear Adidas anyways because I'm a 3-stripe gang, you know what I'm saying? Gang. All day I dream about sports. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Because Adidas is the shit, man. And they're comfortable as fuck.
That's what I do.
Man.
My sister would disagree. We've had many unkind words.
What do they wear Nikes?
Yeah, she's an avid just do it girl. Like so bad that for my birthday one year, because I wouldn't wear Nikes, she bought me a pair and was like, throw them away.
You couldn't.
I was like, that's how you gonna do?
You couldn't even throw them away.
I'm like, I'm not gonna throw them away, but you want me to wear them though? Man. And she's like, how you gonna let I bought you shoes and you didn't even wear them? You was just I'm your sister. See? The whole nine. And I was like, this is trifling.
Don't get me wrong, I'll wear some Nikes every blue moon. I don't like Jordans at all, but I was really like back in high school. I was so heartbroken because I was like the biggest Joe Dumars fan. Anybody that knows me knows I love Joe Dumars. I even wore the number 4 because he wore the number 4. And I wanted to wear Adidas like Joe Dumars wore Adidas. But you know, back then, if the team wears a shoe, the whole team has to wear the shoe.
Yeah, back then before
I was so mad
and
they didn't realize
have
but still
license.
I'm on welfare and shit. You gonna tell me my mama gotta buy some Jordans?
No.
Man, my mama had to buy some Jordans. I don't know what she did to get them Jordans.
I don't.
I lived in the projects, and we was on welfare.
Oh,
and Adidas was cheaper
you
than
shouldn't have your
Jordans.
mama wear them.
No,
buy them. You should have told her don't. No,
I told her, but they said, well, this is what the team is wearing this year, and blah blah blah.
See,
blah.
You just was trying to be,
and
in
I was like, well, the team
keep it up with the Joneses.
The team should have bought my Jordans.
Shouldn't have been keeping up with the Joneses. I was like, fuck them Joneses. Them Joneses ain't did nothing for me. Man. The Joneses ain't never gave me nothing. I don't even know no motherfucker Joneses. I'm just saying.
I'm a 3-stripe gang. I don't care. Gang all day.
I remember my first pair of Nikes.
You do?
Like the original pair of Nikes, the track shoe.
Yeah, I remember.
You know what I'm saying? The velvet suede ass track shoe with the original white suede. Listen, that's the Nike I had, and after that,
it was a little suede, a little cloth.
That's it.
Swoosh.
That's what I had.
I think all of us had them.
That was the original. That's the shoe I had. Mine was blue and white.
Mine was blue and white.
Indeed, and then after that, it was nothing but the 3 stripes. Yeah. You could have never 1980 me nothing, and especially when Ron DMC said, "Ma." Baby, let me tell you, I'm never wearing nothing else. Never wearing nothing else.
I was hooked since. Like, man, I even got pictures with them. I had some Adidas on that looked like the Nikes, but they were the blue ones with the red 3 stripes.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I had God bless you. And I had the bell bottoms on.
Oh, you
corduroys.
Was killing them. The cords with the texture shoes.
The corduroys with 2 pigtails on the side. I was in there.
Let's back up on the pigtails.
I'm just saying, I did. I was.
They was on the side.
Yeah, they were on the side.
Little, yeah, bubbles.
If I show you the picture, because the shirt that I had on, I have a whole school picture with this on.
Did you have?
And I don't know, maybe you might have seen it because my cousins was bogus one year on Throwback Thursday and put it out there.
Well, let's see it.
Like I said,
let's see it.
I gotta find it. It's in the archives now. Shit.
Oh. Okay, no problem. I'll just go. I mean, since you acted like that,
I got a couple pictures.
Since you acted
but
like that,
I had you'll know the picture because I had no teeth in the front.
Kelly, you was out here looking like a little baby girl,
and my mom was mad at that picture because she told me, "Why is your ponytails like that?" I said, "We had recess first." My one ponytail was skinny, the other ponytail was fat. It was bad.
I don't appreciate that. But check this out, before we get too far up into this, shout out to blowradio.com and blowradio.com family. We appreciate the love and support for hanging out with us. We are officially live on all our social media platforms. I think it's something that's going on. I'm not sure. I'm trying to find out where they are. I see Kelly live. I'm live. You know, the relationship between Facebook and StreamYard apparently is struggling. So they making us struggle also. We are also live on Instagram. I did see that as well.
Yep.
Of course, we are live on YouTube because we can't go wrong with being live on YouTube. And we're excited about that. Shout out to my personal fan page, JustPatrice. My personal page, Patrice Green. We live there too. But we're going to drop the link off in in the actual the Bartenders Lounge group. Selena in the building. What's going on?
What's going on?
Martell in the building. What's going on, love?
Hey,
so want to make sure y'all crossing some T's and dots some I's.
Oh, did you come in? That's a Libra. That's how a Libra walks in here.
Not the strut. Not the strut.
I love it.
Listen. So if you are tuned into blowradio.com, we appreciate you, love and appreciate the support. I know that we are not live in the blowradio.com group or in the Bartenders Lounge group, but I'm about to go.
Yeah, I did that earlier today.
Why are you always shimmying in the camera and I don't have no videos of it?
I didn't shimmy that time.
That was a slow shimmy.
It was not a slow shimmy.
I
need to put this on some internet because I'm looking like
you was like because I'm cold.
What was okay? I know what it is.
Do you?
I think so.
Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the thing?
Really?
You already yes it is. I'm on my second round.
Yes,
shout
we
out
are.
To the lower level lounge for having us in the building. We
in the building
currently at 207. Is it East?
Yes,
Buffalo. And so when I hear Buffalo, I always never mind. Inside the Marshall building, y'all. Downstairs in the lower level lounge. Shout out to Sterling, Mr. Picture This, for allowing the Bartender's Lounge to be in the building. We appreciate that. What? TIS. Yeah. 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 No, it's just the first word that you said. Yeah, and then the second word is DIS. Not with a THIS.
Okay.
Okay. And like I was saying, while I was putting this on, that's it. That's
all.
Yes.
Nah, I'm not gonna be looking like I'm in the robot.
Did you go back to the screen?
Oh. Okay, there we go.
Look at that. And
there we go. And we looking
it's so
good.
nice and crispy. Look at it.
Now, I'm looking like okay, now.
Shout out to Tarsha Arthur chiming in. She said, good evening, Bartender's Lounge. Good evening. Good evening to Mario the Poet for chiming in. And anybody else that's logging on, make sure that you say hello so we can speak to you properly, please. We appreciate that. We got plenty to talk about today. We got a little time to do it in, but we're going to get it together. And I'm glad to be here. This place is absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful. This place is absolutely, I mean, the swings.
You almost came into us being set up on a swing. I promise you. I'd have been like, we about to be right here, and they're gonna be like, you can't see them, but I would have been swinging all day on my seat. I love that's what I listen. I know he ain't said officially yes yet.
Right.
Okay. But I'm really working on keep looking at me. I'm looking on to get, I'm working on real hard to get my plate on the wall by my swing. So
you right there?
Yeah, that's right there.
The JustPatrice.
That's my swing. I know.
I'm not to show you on mine because
we're gonna figure it out. But that's my seat.
She talking.
And every time I come here,
right there on that
that's
swing,
my seat
right there. That's gonna be her swing.
It is. That's it right there. It just it says has my name to it. You know what I'm saying? Martell, don't do that. You trying to sit in my seat. Don't do that. Like I'm not sitting here. That's just you know what? You're gonna just borrow it for a second.
She just gonna
that's okay.
She's just trying it out.
It don't need to be tried out. I tried and proved it already.
Okay.
And if it'll hold me, it'll hold anybody. I'm just saying. Right up in this space right there. We got it right there. This has got the pole to your back, so you don't have to worry about your back to the door. You know, people be uncomfortable with that, but I be straight with it.
You be straight.
When you come here to a space like this, it's nice and comfortable. It's just so pretty.
It is.
I keep saying it's so pretty.
Beautiful.
I feel like you need to close the door that we could be private.
I mean, look behind us. I mean, that's a beautiful little fireplace.
It is. It should be private. Do you know on Mondays they have a live band karaoke here?
Ooh, I love live entertainment. Yes, live band karaoke.
Yes. Every Monday.
It's called R&B Mondays.
Monday Night Live. And they get down. You got a band that's in here. The singers come in, they sing. And they do that thizzle.
I'm gonna come and sing.
Are you? That's
I told you. Come on. I was the fifth pianist.
You're gonna do the what's it called? What's the name of your song? You know your song. Come on.
Which one?
The one of your songs. What up, mama?
What up, Tip?
What's going on?
You came walking in like a granny.
She said, "I am though."
Look where she going.
Look right to my seat.
Right to your point.
I'm just saying, it's here for us. It's here for us. It's gonna be. I'm telling you, I don't know what I'm gonna do to earn the plate, but it's gonna be something, and I'm gonna get my plate there.
You gonna get it right there.
Yeah, right below the people with the swinging feet. You got the little statues right above it, right below the people with the swinging feet. That's what I'm gonna do. That's why every time it's an event here and I come early
so you can get your swing.
Yeah,
so you might as well come early. Sterling, like some people get her plate if she comes every time.
Some people, it's every time. No, I didn't say that. It's every time I come. It's not every time though. But once I get to my frequency up, and I'm always here. Like this is my second home, and then I could maybe earn my spot.
Okay,
I'm gonna do what I can to earn my spot. It's gonna be my spot right there.
Yeah.
And shout out to Tip G in the building. Did you enjoying yourself on that swing, man? She said, I am.
Man, let's get right into this.
We got plenty to talk about, though.
It's we got a lot.
You tell me
what we're going to start locally first.
Okay.
We're going to start locally first. What is up with Maxwell Anderson and this whole Sade Robinson situation? Now they saying that the blood in his house
don't belong to Sade.
Do not belong to Sade. So if it don't belong to Sade, who does it belong to?
Not him, though.
Because it didn't say it was his blood.
Right. It didn't belong to him.
So whose is it? And how many victims has he had?
That's the question. That's the real question right there. And this is just me. And again, the views and opinion expressed on this show belong to that of the host and the guest alone, not necessarily thatablow.radio.com, its affiliates. You understand? So we know how to do that. But what I'm explaining to y'all is, I believe, my name is Patrice Green, and I believe that these are clear signs that this is what he was doing as a hobby.
I'm gonna say this. I don't know. Allegedly, I heard, and I don't know how true this is, but I guess his bail was $5 million, right?
Okay.
His family is rich. His dad tried to post the $5 million, I heard, allegedly.
Okay, allegedly.
I don't know if it's true. It's not facts. And they denied him to pay it.
Well, he's still in jail. That's all.
Oh yeah, that's all that matters.
And they was like, "What you can't do is leave."
But
what you can't do is leave.
But if they don't link that blood to him in that house, this is a possibility he could get off on this shit.
He not. It's other details that are not being discussed that are in play. He not.
So you think he's a serial killer?
Yeah.
You think a lot of these little young females that are missing could be the
Yeah.
And
then see people asking, and there's no hesitation in none of my statement because I believe that this is not his first rodeo.
No.
It's the first time he's been caught. Unfortunately, I just wish that he had got caught sooner.
Yes.
And I pray for the recovery and for us to be made aware of whom else, if there are any other bodies.
Exactly, because
quickly
they need to tell. I mean,
quickly
after you just told us that blood did not belong to Sadie, you need to let us know who it belonged to, because you just left that whole part out. So obviously you already did a DNA test, and
they said it's not hers.
Yeah, it's not hers. So whose is it?
Maybe they don't know yet,
because they didn't even say it was his.
Well, they don't know yet. Maybe they looking.
That could be true.
Maybe
too.
Now they got to do some research and be like, whose blood could this be?
And who's all missing right now?
Oh my God.
Right. Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I believe that the city of Milwaukee, the constituents of the city of Milwaukee would be highly displeased should this man find himself upon the streets of Milwaukee anytime soon. And I believe that the constituents of the city of Milwaukee are, spirited vigilantes, and that may not go as smooth as the authorities or his family would like.
It's crazy because this. I was at the bar today. We was talking about this similar this situation, and somebody at the bar said, "Do you realize that right now there's 1,000 serial killers walking amongst us, and we don't even know who they are?"
Absolutely.
They smile. They're nice. They're kind.
Absolutely.
And they're probably going to kill you.
They run around here like motherfucking Dexter.
Man.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And then a lot of serial killers, they're so smart because like this one particular customer said, they'll get that craving, they'll kill, and then they'll stop. And it'll be years before they might kill again. But they will. And that's probably why it's so hard to catch them, because they spread out their timeline of between murders. You know what I'm saying? Like
crazy.
They spreading it out so they can't get caught. So it's like, damn, is this what Maxwell did? Like, because there's a lot of unsolved disappearance of a lot of young ladies between the ages of 21 and 17.
There are.
So there's no been years for some, been months for some, but none has been found but Sadie Robinson. And it's sad that she was found.
We're gonna call her Sade.
Sade, I'm sorry, Sade Robinson. And it's sad because of what was done.
So, but so there are some, according to reports, some of his friends were saying that there were ditches in his yard that they thought were peculiar. So let's be hopeful that
they go back and
they are being very diligent in their searches.
They've been back to his house a couple times.
I know, but the people were saying that there's ditches in the yard.
But I will say this: when they went back to his house, who's to say it wasn't tampered with because the parents went back to clean up?
It may have been. It could easily been tampered with, and that's what we was telling people to get up off their yard when they was doing their on his lawn protests and things, whatever, because all of these materials are still a part of this ongoing investigation.
Exactly.
And when you taint the crime scene, you are tainting the crime scene. Now they got to eliminate you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just how that works, man. Please don't try to have no sidebar conversation with me when you don't got no microphone. You already know how this works. I'm gonna look crazy.
Right. You gotta grab this.
It's a whole microphone right here. It's 2 of them. You can actually just take them and swing them over there by you if you need to.
You want me to bring one over there by that table for you?
I'm just saying.
I got. Oh, they
don't do it. G. Don't. You making me look crazy.
But check this out. So, to me, why everybody? Okay, so before they took his page down, because they took his page down, I can't find his page
anymore.
I can't find it. So I'm pretty sure that they took his page down.
His family may have.
Yeah. And so, but before they took the page down, and remember,
did we get some screenshots?
Some of them screenshots. Of course, I did. The things that they were saying is making everything go into why you're not focusing on this backyard when everything in that backyard is saying.
So this is okay. So here's my problem, and I know this is unpopular public opinion, and I'll take that or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The public is too motherfucking nosy. Y'all are not detectives. Right. This is not your job, fam. Get out the way. You know what I'm saying? Get out the way, yo. Get out the way. You tainting shit.
Right.
Now you asking for information, and this is just my personal opinion. You want to know, and it's going to cost somebody's going to be triggered to possibly do something. The more you know, the more interruptive people become.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then they cause all types of mistrials. How they let them get off? It's because you was touching stuff.
And you wouldn't have let shit be.
And because
let them do their job.
You exposed information that shouldn't have been, which gave somebody else the opportunity to cover the shit up. You know what I'm saying? It's too much The public want to know too much, too quick. Right. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can know the stuff, but know it. You know what you gonna help along the way? You gonna help with the investigation?
Which you can't.
But they not. They gonna be in the way, and they're gonna touch stuff, and it's gonna mess it up. And I know everybody don't agree with that. Some people wanted. We need to be informed. You need to get the fuck out the way. You are not an investigator.
Right.
You are not a detective, and I understand it's your family. I get that. You know what I'm saying? I've been in a position myself where family members, where we needed to do some investigating and to make sure that the prosecution was done properly for my family. Okay. I know what that's like. But what I'm telling you is the more you dig, the more you interrupt, you trying to help.
Right.
And if you stepping on toes, stepping on evidence, you are causing a problem.
And then that's how he would get.
That's how he can get off.
And he'll be right back in the street to do it again.
Right. And then what? Then you're going to have these vigilantes out the street. They let him go. The city don't love us.
Yep.
That may not be the case.
And then you out here protesting after they did try to do their job, but you didn't allow them to do their job. They had to let this man go. Now you out here talking about injustice.
Yeah, let's get justice. Let's learn the justice system. And if you don't like it, then hold them to the letter of the law. I'm with the letter of the law. To the wheels fall off. Right. Ride this bitch to this fine line tape to fall off. You understand what I'm saying? But do it so that you are not disrupting the case and causing damage. I just don't want that for her. She deserves 130% that this grown ass man, old enough to almost be her uncle, almost twice her age. You know what I'm saying? Why you out? That's why I'm like, I don't like that. You don't date children or young people or young adults that could almost be your kid. You know, that's too close in age. And don't get me wrong, I know some women like older men, but sir, ma'am, so we gotta draw the line somewhere.
At the end of the day, that even though that they said that the blood is not hers, who's to say he didn't do it outside in the backwoods, somewhere away from his house? Because there's possibilities. And everybody want to say, well, somebody had to help him. Nobody helped Jeffrey.
They said that blood wasn't hers.
Right, that blood. But if
you
somebody,
understand what I'm saying? But it belongs to someone. Like that blood wasn't hers. But we didn't talking about other areas, or if there was something else or somewhere else. They said that blood wasn't hers.
Yeah.
And see, this is the part that we missing when we and Auntie Rita said it right here. People respond quickly from emotions.
Right.
The more they taint the crime scene, the more innocent he becomes. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Because it's beyond a reasonable doubt, yo.
Mm-hmm.
What it is they don't have to have absolute evidence, but it's got to be beyond reasonable doubt. If it has to be an opportunity for them to say it had to be you, yo. You get what I'm saying? So let's give them the opportunity to give him the it had to be you, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Not the well, I think it might because I think it could have been. It's not enough to prosecute his ass. Yo, it had to be you. Then he gone. Even though if it ain't no solid evidence,
for them to do what they do, they know they have enough evidence against this man to pin him with her homicide.
Absolutely.
Now, what I think they're doing is because what they said, they put that out there for a reason. The blood we found was not hers. Now they're investigating more things. Now they're going through the database, seeing who's missing. Whose blood could this be? Can we get a match? Do anybody have DNA records out here of any of these missing women?
Can we compare it to something?
We compare it to something? You know, and that's what they're probably doing right now.
But I'm just saying.
But if they have nothing to compare it to, it makes the investigation longer.
It makes it much longer.
And I want them to be able to pin more shit on him to try to solve a lot of these crimes in this community.
Listen,
now.
I'm gonna tell you now. When the FBI showed up, you already know what's going down.
Mm-hmm.
When the FBI showed up, they was like, "Yeah, we in on here."
Right.
Soon as they showed up and said, "Yo, we got this. Y'all can assist us." You know, they done already pissed off Milwaukee County,
right?
Pissed off Milwaukee police because they think they got their case handled.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? And the FBI showed up, be like, "Yeah, we in on that." And as soon as they did that, y'all should already know it's something else going on because it's not just here,
right?
It's not just a small situation. Mm-mm. When the FBI shows up, we already know
it's a big situation.
And now it's a situation. It's a huge
But
situation.
I mean, with all the rumors that was said on his page during the beginning of this,
okay,
the things that he was doing behind the bar, the alleged things that he was doing behind the bar, the alleged how he was belligerent when he got drunk. There was a lot of things that was said about this guy as an individual, just not from what's going on right now, but how he was in the scene. He was a bartender at Victor's. He was a bartender at the Rave. Now, allegedly, they said he was what? He would spike people drinks behind the bar, allegedly.
Right, allegedly.
You know what I'm saying? So if he was, that was a way of rearing, getting them women in. And a lot of them was young. If you notice, she's 19. So he was going for the young, dumb, I'm not going to say dumb ones, but that didn't know no better. Because when you're out here at that age and you're messing with a 33? 33-year-old man that you met online.
Right.
You went on a date with him. The whole timeline shows you with him up until the night falls, and now you're gone.
And you never made it.
You never made it back home. Your car is now on the other side of town, on Lisbon, burnt up, and they're finding remains throughout the city.
That's crazy.
But they don't even still have all of them.
That's my point. So now they in there negotiating with this dude. Where's the rest of her body?
And if there's other victims, where are they?
And it's if there's somebody else, and don't say nothing. We're having now. Imagine, I'm not trying to be funny,
right?
But imagine his millionaire family.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do, son? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, come on, man.
I'm gonna say right now, I don't know. I don't care how much money I had in this world. I could be Donald Trump. I could be I could be Elon Musk. My son do some hoe ass shit like this, nigga, my money ain't even finna touch your case. You finna get a public defender, because I'm not fucking with you. I need to know you innocent, because right now they saying you doing this, that, and the other, and this is going on, and my family is looking like this because now you're incarcerated for doing this. Oh no, yeah, my money is staying in my pocket.
Now, see, I'm gonna go and say that
I'll be embarrassed.
I'm just gonna say that we know that people of color think differently.
Yeah, we do.
When it comes to,
because we don't play that
drawing lines.
Not if we, because how we raise our kids is differently how the other people
that are not
kids.
of color typically raise their children differently with different mindsets and different structures when it comes to that. So no, we don't have that type of empathy.
No, we don't.
And when it comes to, but I will also tell you this, that if you got enough money, when you start tainting the family name and you start jeopardizing investments and long-term dollar,
I'm pretty sure it's affecting this family like
the long-term dollar. Let me tell you who don't play with that. Let me tell you who don't play. Y'all saw Knox Landing. Y'all seen Dallas. Let me tell you who don't play.
Right.
When it comes to that, and it's those type of lines that need to be drawn, and that
because they'll cut you off like a bad habit.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't know who he is.
And they be like, "What son?
What? I don't have no kids." You know that in a matter of minutes, he's missing. What?
Son?
I got amnesia like a motherfucker. I had kids. I didn't remember having no kids.
Now, brothers and sisters be like, "How could you,
man?"
You know what I'm saying? Be real quick because
I look at
now
like this.
Now you jeopardizing the family, not the name, with our legacy. Where's the money? No, we caring about the name. They like, bro, you tapping into the bread. You about to interrupt like we had generational wealth on deck, and now you about to interrupt that. And let me tell you,
it's interrupted.
What's unacceptable.
If they're rich, it's already interrupted because of the name. If they're rich, that means they have a name out here. That means whatever they was invested in or whatever them stocks and
not necessarily.
It's
all about how they handling it. You got to think about that because wait again, people of color, we move differently.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And we start thinking about well, you can't be out here smudging a family name. You out of control for us or whatever. People that are not of that's a priority to them. Be like, okay. But are you affecting the bottom dollar?
Exactly.
Are you affecting our bread? Because if it is, now we got a problem, son. If it's not, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out. If it is, we are, for all we know, he the kid that did all the bad things. For all we know, he the one that just always won.
Right.
That didn't follow the quote unquote rules, that stepped outside the box, that did all the extra stuff that they was like, why? We don't know why you keep doing this shit. You're ruining everything for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But now you're messing up our trust funds and everything. And that's how you get fucked up.
And we was having a talk today too. You know, like even in her case, she was 19, but she was already on her own. I heard that she never had to ask her mom for nothing because she knew how to get it on her own. You know what I'm saying? Which was good independency. And we was talking about like how boys don't mature as fast as girls. Girls will mature and be ready to leave your house in a heartbeat. You know what boys will stay with you until they can't stay no more. But it's okay though in this type of generation, in the times we live in, because as soon as them boys go out there, we all biting our nails. Are they okay? Scared of the phone to ring? What kind of phone call is this? I know that ain't no private call. I'm scared to answer it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind my boys being at home. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind my girls being at home because now the girls is even being as they out there getting shot in fights and stuff like the boys used to get back in the days. Now it's like it don't make a difference if you're a boy or a girl. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you have a woman that wants to leave the nest early, you still got to show some type of protection because they want to be independent. And I have that issue because my daughter wants to be independent and I have to let her be. But I be wanting, just come home. Just come home. I'm sorry. Just come home. But I know I can't do that. You know what I mean? I can't do it. So you look at like there was nothing that nobody could really do to stop what she wanted to do at that moment. You know what I mean?
This is my thought on that though, because seriously, as a youth development coordinator. I'm just gonna put that hat on for a quick second. And I've worked with young people. You know what I'm saying? For more than 2 decades, we've been in this game. You know, talking with young people, helping to influence them in proper directions and things like that. I think it's necessary to just address the fact that so many times in our communities, we sweep certain behavior under the rug and we give passes where there should be boundaries.
Exactly. And
you get what I'm saying? Big old stupid ass obstacles. You get what I'm saying? And we make okay back. I mean, we can go back to history when dudes was pulling up to the high school, picking up old girl and their kids and shit. They still doing that.
R. Kelly.
How's your uncle them showing up? Like, I just seen my uncle pull up to the school. Robert. Why is that okay? In any shape or form? And niggas is in the young men in their late 20s, early 30s, they showing up at high school.
They was posting.
You know what I'm saying? They doing it now though. You know what I'm saying?
It's never stopped though.
That's what I'm saying. And my point is, with all of that, you have to do better in our community with accepting that. Like, that's not okay. It wasn't okay then. It ain't okay now. It's
not okay now.
And it has to be that needs to be communicated to your daughters. Hey, listen. There are other people to date. There's other experiences for you to have.
Right.
This ain't George. We are what's the word I'm looking for? Glorifying that lifestyle, giving them something to quote unquote look. Now you find a man that want to take care of you. And I know all men ain't creeps, all men ain't, but I'm just saying, sir, ma'am,
right?
Find somebody else's child.
And that's the
or
fear.
Don't.
That's the
find
fear.
Anybody's child.
That's probably a parent's fear because you don't know what your child does behind your back because they're going to be all smooth butterflies and everything in front of you. But as soon as they hit that door to go to school, you don't know what they're doing unless you're tracking them and following them and trying to see what's going on with them, you know, because I know what I used to do when I was in high school. So I could just imagine what my kids was doing when they was in high school. You know what I mean? And I'm being real. I know what I did. As soon as my mom, see you later. I'm out here like, we out here. Moms didn't know nothing that I was doing. Moms didn't even know the day that I got drunk and couldn't even play basketball because I was so drunk I laid on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Because I decided to hang out with the upperclassmen. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody knew what we was doing because we knew how to keep it away from our parents. And that's what's today's problem. Kids know how to keep it away from us.
You know, I think
that's crazy.
I think that today more now, it's not so much they're able to keep it away. I think that our parents thought differently. You know what that shit look like. You feel what I'm saying? You know what that shit looks like.
And that's crazy.
And us in this generation, when we see our kids, how to handle that becomes the question. How to deal with them, because you see it.
Right.
You already know what's going on. You know what's happening.
Right.
How to deal with it is where the obstacle comes in, because let's keep it 100. Some of these parents see their kids and be like, so do I choke this bitch out? Or,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to knock her. You don't want to hurt your kid. You know what I'm saying? But you also don't want to put her in a position that's going to change your life forever. You want to save her from that. And I'm using her because, you know, it's usually our young ladies who are in jeopardy from that capacity. Yep. Even though there's sometimes it's dudes, sometimes it's the guys.
Sometimes, but majority it be the ladies. Like I said, we mature a lot quicker than the males. So at 17, 18, 19 years of age, we think we could pull them and we gonna try. You know what I mean? If there's no guidance to help you along the way when it comes to that type of situation, they're gonna go for as much as they can. Unless you got that person that's gonna be in your corner, but like, hey,
see, what you doing? But see, I had that.
You know, I had it too, but
you know what I'm saying? Matter
of fact, one of them is on our line. I had it.
Like I had that, but I didn't. So that would be the difference. So with the options of that is whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So every kid is different.
Every kid is different.
I could have done a whole lot of stuff. You know, I was also the kid that, you know, while her homegirls was getting dressed, you know, 18 or so, they going to the club. I was like, y'all stupid.
I ain't gonna even lie.
I got later for that shit.
Let me see.
You know what I'm saying? It was other things that I had to do
18, I wanted to do. Yeah, 18, I wasn't even thinking about.
They was in that my homegirls was in the club doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? They was getting down. And let me tell you what I was doing. I was like, I'm gonna see y'all later. 18, 19 before they turned 21. Because that's when we was able to get into the club.
And 19, I got pregnant at 19, so and had my baby at 20 because I wanted to be outside with my friends.
And see, and I know I had homegirls that was that way. I just wasn't. And I was like, I'm not. I paid attention in health ed class. I wasn't finna be no baby mama. I stood on that. Like these are just me. And I'm not saying that my mom and them was doing that, saying you need to be these are just the choices that I made.
Right.
And other people made different choices. I'm not judging.
If it was my choice, I probably wouldn't have no kids, but I do appreciate what God blessed me with. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was at a younger age, it made me realize, like, damn, Kels, what was you thinking? You know what I'm saying?
But see, I don't even think that 18, 19 is too bad, too young to have children. That's just me, though.
It's really not.
It's for me to think about when your kids grow up. We think about the difference between y'all.
But it just made development. This is the only difference it made. I had my child at exactly 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Literally, almost. I went into labor on my 20th birthday. Damn. Okay, but I had him 4 days later. So I'm gonna say this. If I could change, I can't change what has happened, but I'm glad I had him early because I'm young. I got my kids out the way. Boom. But now here's where the problem is. When I was coming up, my mom was a grandmother age. Now I got a 18-year-old with a child, and I'm like, oh, I'm only 38. I ain't ready. No, who gonna call me granny? My mom was like, my name Gigi. You sure can be Gigi. But then I picked the oldest name in the book, Granny. I could have been like G Moms, G Folks, G Tom. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't.
Just going to rub your shoulder real hard, real fast.
I wasn't. I'm Granny. I mean, I'll be out here looking cool to the mud, be out here with my homies or something. I got this little person talking about Granny. Shh, I'm your mama.
You funny. You funny. So I mean, I think about all that stuff. And again, but now I don't have any children. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point I was like,
TT though.
You're old than a bitch.
That's what I'm saying. But you TT. So even though you're not a parent, you still TT, and TT is like a parent because you're still trying to guide them. Am I right or wrong?
It's facts.
Right. Okay. So you still feel me. You still.
I mean, I still got out of that. I got
no better.
100 kids that I didn't birth that call me mom.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I get that.
But and you still give them that parental guidance.
130%.
Exactly.
Like I'll tell you right now, when we was in youth development with the neighborhood house kids, I used to tell the 18-year-old boys, I'm like, let me explain something to you. These is little girls.
Exactly.
There are adult women who will talk to you. Go spend some time talking to them.
All you gotta do is go to Kill Kitchen.
These women right here, I said, these little girls right here is gonna send you to the jail. 9/11. You're gonna get on the registry. They cute and everything. And I said, think about it. You want to get reported to the people,
and that's what's gonna happen.
Because one of them will get mad and then tell their mom or tell their dad that you actually dating them. They find out how old you are. Somebody not gonna like it, and guess what's a jail. And I was like, and I just tell them all the time. I'm like, so guess what? It's a 21-year-old woman right now that's outside somewhere on the block that's saying, "Oh, you cute, you 18, okay, come holler at me."
Kilborn Kitchen,
not the Kilborn Kitchen.
That's where they get that candy from, right?
I don't want them to go to the Kilborn.
Well, I'm just saying they ain't got to look at the little kids at neighborhood house. If they looking for somebody their age, like you said, go outside. Like you said, there's somebody gonna be like, "Oh, baby, you so cute."
They was, and they outside. And I would rather you, as a 18, 19-year-old young man, talk to a 20-something-year-old woman than a 17, 16-year-old girl.
Even 19. I mean, 33 and 19. That's just ridiculous.
So, but here's
the color purple.
So here's my thought.
It is not the color purple.
I personally feel like that's too close. I mean, and that's not close enough is what I'm saying. I think that gap is ridiculous. Yeah. I think that at 33, you real close to have been able to be her mama. You know what I'm saying? Or her father. And that's too close, especially when it comes to that male female ratio. I know people like, how do you can't separate? I do separate them. I separate them wholeheartedly in my chest. You get what I'm saying? These young girls and these older men looking for father figures or somebody to quote unquote take care of them because they mama done taught them that somebody need to take care of you. It's some whole bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? We need to give different lessons. Auntie Rita said, I guarantee there's more to the story than being told. It's always more to the story. Always more to the story. It's their truth, her truth.
But what you were saying though, the problem is that when you have young people having young people, you know what I'm saying? It becomes a problem because you're not giving them the right guidance now. You know what I mean? Now, okay, I was brought up where, I got to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? So now my daughter coming up, hey, baby, if he going to holler at you, baby, go get that money. That's how some of these mothers are talking to their kids. And I think it's ridiculous. And it pisses me off because you're basically trafficking your own child. You know what I'm saying? You're basically trafficking your own child. And it's just like, okay, so where is the educational part of being raised? There's none because they didn't have it. So now they're only doing what they're teaching their daughter what they was doing, and it just becomes a cycle that is hard to break. And it's sad because a lot of these girls out here that's dressing like they 21, 22, and they only 16, 17 is because their parents is allowing them to.
Absolutely. That's what I was saying earlier. I'm like, it's not that they don't know. Oh, they know. It's how do I handle it? Exactly. What do I do at this point? Because she is out here or he is out here. What do I do? How do I handle that? One, I don't want to push them into the streets.
Right.
I don't want to send them off into the streets. How do I manage that? You know what I'm saying? And the thought of that is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? So you try to be understanding, you try to listen, you try to be supportive. Right. You know what I'm saying? You try to offer guidance to some capacity. And in the same breath, you like, don't get fucked up in these streets. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because now you think you're grown and you want to test all the buttons. It's a lot. It's a lot to consider. We know that. Marcel, you got something you want to say?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's the thing.
Turn your mic on.
They need to be trying to.
It's a button. Push it up.
Push it up. Okay, it's up. Yeah, I hear you.
We can hear you.
Go ahead, talk. Go ahead. We can hear you.
They should have been trying to do that before. After the fact, when they get that age, it's kind of too late to be trying to do it then. And then now you're worried about pushing them into the streets. You have to do that from the very beginning.
But that's the thing. They start at the beginning because if you notice some of these young mothers now, they be having their baby out here doing the Watusi, twerking, thinking all this stuff is all.
Right, but
she's talking about the other direction. I'm sorry.
Right.
That they thought everything was good. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem because it's a
right. But I'm saying if they're not doing that, they need to start from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Because for instance, my daughter, it was 90 some degrees. I'm parked on the street from the church. I had on a halter top, but I had on a sweater that I was putting on, but it was hot. So I wanted to get her out of the car first. And then I was going to put my sweater on. Well, when I get her out the car, she's like, Mom, where do you think you're going? You can't, where you going with that on? I was like, I got a sweater right here. I'm about to put it on. Right. So she already knew when she was maybe 4 or 3.
And that's good because you put that in her mind.
Yeah, so she already knew. And even now she's 27. It's certain things that she just doesn't wear and she won't do. Cause I'm like, you have people think certain things.
Exactly.
Regardless, you should be able to wear what you want to wear, but people that's going to bring certain attention to you that you do not want. So if you do wear certain things, expect that attention and don't complain and you can't be mad about it. So you have to watch that. And then you have to be mindful. I don't care how old you are, you're still a representation of me and our family. And so you have to be very mindful of those things.
I agree 110%.
Yep. And you have a brand of your own too.
But I will also tell you this. In a hoodie and some leggings, I've been touched inappropriately. So you know what I'm saying? So I just want to say that. So whatever you got on,
some people are just crazy
and entitled.
Point blank.
You get what I'm saying?
But when you wear certain things, even those
I don't disagree with that at all.
Yeah.
I think that there should be boundaries set. And Homer used to say this all the time. If you see somebody in a police uniform, you're going to assume that they can help you. If you see somebody in a fireman uniform, you're going to believe that they can help with a certain thing. So when you dress accordingly, I can wear whatever I want to wear. You can. But there are certain assumptions that come with your wardrobe.
Yes.
Because that is how socially we identify.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just want to put that out there. Socially, that is how we identify. And if you do something if you wear something that encourages an image that you don't want to be portrayed as, then you got to deal with the consequences that come along.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. And then on another note, like my daughter, you know what I'm saying? She could dress, and she could dress like how people like, oh, well, I know you ain't finna wear that outside and da-da-da. But the way she dresses it and accessorize with it, she makes it classy. You know what I mean? Some women makes it nasty, but then you got some women that can make any outfit classy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And them the ones that need to sit up there and teach other women like, hey, you don't always got to show that and do this.
Right.
When you can take that same outfit and make it classy.
Right.
You know?
And everything that is made, just because it's in anybody's size, doesn't mean that you can wear it.
Exactly.
Be it a small person that's a 0, you know, you can still have a stomach hanging over whatever you're trying to wear, or your chest is not appropriate for something. You need an undergarment on or what have you. So that's the thing too.
Yeah,
just because it's in your size, or just because you small, that doesn't mean you can wear everything.
Exactly. They don't. I want to give a shout out to Charlena Brown. That was over here. And what's up, Charlie? But that's true. We just what it is as a village, we need to bring that village back. We need to start letting our young women and brothers know that there's ways around what you're hearing on these rap songs and this what you see on TV and what's portrayed out in public. You know what I mean? Back when we was growing up, we had that small village to help us along the way. And as we grew and as we kept coming about, the village slowly diminished. And now we're here in 2024 and we don't even have a fucking village to call on.
The village diminished because somebody was mad that somebody was telling them how to raise their kids. You can't tell me. You're not gonna tell me. Right. These are my kids, yes, bitch, and you and your kids can catch this ass whooping.
Exactly.
And
that's how we feel because we from that generation.
But that's the generation I'm from.
But like they said Generation X is the last of the Mohicans. After us, it just started going downhill.
I agree. There's some.
Well, we know you more of a Generation X person, though. I know you're a millennial, but you're more of our level.
It's some millennials
you're on the cusp
who held on to some of the concept. Wade's son said that's been the thing that's been the whole thing of the Wade clan. Like you have the right to wear what you want, just how people have the right to assume what they want, whether it's real or not.
Okay.
And that's it. Like people understand that when you want to exercise your right to do something, we forget that other people have the same rights.
Yeah,
they have the same liberties too. Like, you can't whatever the ... is. But you can't do that in retaliation. Expect there not to be consequences to you.
Right.
Too.
Exactly.
Because I feel, but who's justified to do? You think that the justification, the whole point is, did you do this action? This action requires punishment, regardless, right or wrong. What encouraged it? Did this action happen?
Right.
And this is when we start talking about trying to understand the legal system here. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what, just like OJ, they stole my stuff. I stole my stuff back. Guess who went to jail?
Right. OJ.
For stealing his own shit stuff back.
But the legal system's been all fucked up, even when it comes to politics or anything. I mean, if you got a president that's out here that could grab him by the pussy and all this other shit, you know the legal system is all fucked up. The legal system's fucked up. That if this person could run for president and then he becomes president and he still can convicted of a crime and he's a felony, he can still be president from inside the jail. The whole legal system is jacked. But when it comes from the president, from political down to the hood, it's all fucked. But there's nothing we could do about it. We tried to, but our voices can't be heard. You know what I'm saying? Our voices can never be heard, but other people's voices can, because it's right to them. As long as it's wrong to us.
And I'll say this again. The laws are determined by the people who make the laws. It's going to make sense to the people who made the law, because it need to make sense for their functionality.
So that's why I said that's why y'all need to go out and vote and get the people you need in.
That would be so nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would be so nice. And I know we went down the rabbit hole on that, but that's a situation. It's a thing. And now we're talking about how do we protect our daughters? How do we protect these situations? And now we're facing the possibility of a serial killer.
And that's what's scary. Because if, let's say, hypothetically, this man really didn't do it, okay? That means that serial killer is still out here, still doing what he's doing, still handling his business. But like I said earlier, what do serial killers do? They will take a time out so they don't get caught. So we need answers as a community, because there's a situation going on amongst our community that we need answers for. So we need to know what's going on with this case. We need to know, once you get everything out that you need to keep under silence, because we understand silence is the big key to this case. You can't let the community know too much, because like you said, it will fuck it up and this man will be sent free. Once they find out where the blood is, whose blood it is, who else he's done this to, who else is a victim of Anderson, you know what I'm saying? And keep him where he belongs. And I have to commend the police department, because they're doing everything in their power to make sure that man stays in jail, because they know this man is guilty of what he did. Because if he wasn't, then why is his bail so high? Why are they denying bail to people that wants to pay the bail? You know what I'm saying? All these factors in that's taking place to show that they have enough evidence to say, hey, motherfucker, you did this shit. You did this shit. But we just got to keep gathering, because we think you did this to more than one person. I feel he did this to more than one person. And that's just my opinion. She's not the only person that this has happened to. She's just the only person.
He just got caught.
Exactly. And that's fucked up.
Indeed.
And my prayers and heart goes out to her family. Definitely. We want justice for her just as bad. We do. And that's why some of my posts and some of my flyers has been in pink, is because it's in honor of her. Because she deserves justice. She deserves closure. Her mother deserves closure. So we pray that she gets just that.
Very.
Something that people not talking about?
Go ahead.
It was like over 200 something bodies found in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm. I heard about that.
Talking about
I did hear about that. And on the back of that place.
Yeah, it was behind the jail.
Yeah, behind the jail, exactly. 200 some bodies behind the jail that was found, and nobody's talking about it.
With
Selena,
just
come over
number.
here with me.
It was just marked with a number or whatever.
Right.
And
be careful.
I was reading the article. It was, I guess it all stemmed from I'll say from the woman that was looking for her son.
Right.
And that's how they ended up doing the whole investigation and finding it. And then they led her to the remains. And what was the fucked up part about it was that they had to pay like $250 to reclaim the body of her son from that land to properly bury him.
My question with that land,
was like some bullshit.
Yeah, with that land. Okay, since it was behind a jail, my thing is this: how a lot of people, and I get this from This is what I get for watching movies and shit. But remember on Life, when they died, they had that little cemetery behind the jail or whatever. Was that some type of thing that was going on with that jail, or were these bodies that was nothing to do with the jail?
It didn't have anything to do with the jail. It was just, and it was not like racial crimes. It sounded like, the way it sounded like was like some KKK type stuff. I'm not even gonna lie.
Right.
Especially when, you know, they have people in the system.
Exactly.
They have people in the jail. You know, they have all those higher ups where they can be like, yeah, we tossing everybody back there. But the victims' bodies, they were black and white.
Wow. So it wasn't, nothing has to do with racial at all.
Yeah.
But there's something going on.
And if it is,
and there's a serial killer in Mississippi.
If it is from the jail, no, they showed.
No, they threw DNA, I guess, of the bodies that they found.
The other victims. It was both.
Wow.
You know, I don't want to be like, if it was really KKK, they call them the nigger lover, you know, type shit, and they kill them too.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't even know. I don't even know. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. I
gave a little bit, so I guess they in investigation mode now. That's the part.
That's why I asked. That's what I asked. Was it part of the prison system?
Because that was the jail's land. Right. That was the land.
But the question is, who's burying dead bodies on jail property that are on the land? And the question is, are these inmates that have died and they, you know, are missing or whatever in that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, there's some shit, but they keeping that on hush hush too, because you ain't heard none of that shit on the news. And just as well as something that's been happening in Memphis. Somebody told me something about in Memphis. And I can't remember what it was, but they've been keeping this on a hush hush. That's something big, you know, that they found out in Memphis. I can't remember what it was though. But it's almost, you know, not as big as this Mississippi situation, but that Mississippi situation really threw me, because that was a lot of bodies. That was a lot of bodies.
Yeah, it was a whole lot of bodies. It was like kind of shocking. But then, like, I do know how bodies do be coming up, but then like they never found or nothing. But I would have never thought it was like a whole grave site.
Yeah.
And they have numbers, like they're numbered. So they are numbered, which would kind of make it more like the jail.
That's what
thing.
I'm saying. I thought that's why when they said they found all them bodies, I'm like, well,
but
maybe
her son
it's a jail
came
cemetery.
up missing. He wasn't a convicted felon. He wasn't not in the prison system.
So he
came up missing,
and he was in that field.
And yes, and so were some others.
So you know that there's something that's going behind that. Yeah, it's something behind that.
The two. Yes, some that died while they was in jail.
Right.
And some they said, hey, go put them in there and put a number on them.
Damn. That's crazy, because and they gotta figure out, because they said how many bodies that they said they found. Ooh,
yeah,
they
it was
found like
over 200.
200 and some bodies they found behind that jail.
Over 200.
So I'm like, damn, is that a cemetery for prisoners and that had life and had your basic? Because you know, a lot of prisoners that got life or whatever, or got death penalties, a lot of them don't have families no more, so they just
they bury them there.
Yeah,
which is true,
right?
Especially in the South.
No, but that's the thing. It's not a cemetery, but they made a
grave site for all these bodies behind the jail. They were individual plots with like a bar with a number on it.
That's it. So they made it look like it either used to be a cemetery, was a cemetery, or this is where they buried inmates or somebody.
Yeah.
But what made it all come about is because one of the bodies wasn't even an inmate or nothing that had to do with the penal system or anything like that. He was not even a felon, you know, and he was a body that was found there.
Wade's son says the bodies in Mississippi were unclaimed, which is why they were numbered. The bodies were buried and the jail owners were paid to allow the bodies to be buried.
Which makes sense if that's a prison cemetery. Yeah, because there's a lot, like I said, when you're on death row or you got life in prison, a lot of your family don't give a fuck, and they fade away. And then when you die, nobody comes and claims your body. And you still got to get buried. And that's why I said I go back to the movie Life, because a lot of the unclaimed bodies and people that whatever was buried in that cemetery.
Well, that one mother, she didn't give up looking for her son. And that's why she ended up finding them, and they let her back there. And I guess because somebody had already paid, she had to pay to get them back.
Right. That's crazy.
Just to bury him.
We just got to pay attention to that article and that news story because there's something behind it. Huh? Yeah, she do need to get her money back because he was not part of that jail situation. So why am I paying? It is fraudulent because he was not a prisoner. So why does she have to pay for her son to be figured out?
You want to grab the mic and say
right? Because we can't hear nothing you saying.
We got quiet and they was like,
"What? What you say?
What happened?
What
bring it back around here?
We agreeing and we talking, and they like, who they talking to?
It's another mic.
There's a mic right there. Just come grab it so we can hear your voice and we know what's going on, so they don't think that me and Selena is crazy. Okay.
No. Like,
right.
No, there is someone else in the room, guys.
But I do want to address something before we, this last couple 15, 20 minutes, whatever. But I gotta address this because it's been the biggest thing that's been going on this week.
Okay.
The diss tracks.
The diss tracks. Smoking them.
When I say smoking, you got Quavo. This is the opinion of me, Kels. You got smoke, my nigga. Dude, you let an R&B singer take you all the way out. Like, I felt like Tupac was reincarnated through Chris Brown for a minute because he held back nothing.
But Chris always rapped. Like, he rapped.
No, we know he's a good rapper. Because I've seen him
like
on.
Him rapping ain't
like him rapping ain't nothing but the way he bodied him.
Yeah. He did He did that.
Carucci.
He did that.
Carucci got the good coochie.
He said, "Y'all better leave the light skinned niggas alone."
The light, what we say? What they said? This is why you don't mess with a tourist, because he came and he clowned. And I'm not gonna lie, Quavo came back with a diss track. Garbage. My opinion.
I couldn't even listen to the whole thing.
This is the opinion of me only, and it was garbage. Garbage. You should have just let him. Y'all should just fought. Y'all should have just did a celebrity fight battle and just took it up in the ring, because you coming back and then you had the nerve to use Takeoff in the beginning. And then why?
He needed him.
Why would you use Takeoff in the beginning on a whack ass rap? Oh, we had he AI Tupac and Snoop into it. First of all, that's not even a diss track to me no more, because you got an AI a dead person and a person that didn't even know he was on the record. Because Snoop was like, I wonder why my phone is blowing up. What is going on? Why is y'all blowing my phone up? You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even know he was even on the track. Okay, so I think AI should be illegal when it comes to music. I'm not going to even lie. That's some bullshit. But I can't say Chris Brown didn't AI shit. He didn't AI not a motherfucking thing. No. And he did what he had to do, and he bodied him.
Yeah.
Bodied him.
Agreed. For real.
Man, I think that was like I haven't heard a good diss track since Hit 'Em Up. I ain't gonna even lie. Right now, Chris Brown goes down for the best diss track of 2024. And I'm not going to be surprised if you don't have a follow-up to that garbage ass shit that Quavo put out. But he trolled the hell out of him on Instagram. Oh my God. I went in bed in the middle of the night laughing my ass off because he's trolling him, having all type of little sound effects and trolling him. You know you garbage if the person you trying to diss is trolling you. You know what I mean? He trolling you like, nigga, you garbage. Why did you even do that? Like,
So sad.
So sad. I know Offset was like, shit, I'm just trying to figure out what's up with Cardi B.
I really didn't even hear the whole thing. Like, I didn't even get through the whole thing of Quavo's, like, for real. Like, I really didn't.
Quavo's shit didn't even hear garbage. The whole thing. Yeah, I didn't like his either.
Rick Ross.
Garbage. I mean, I'm gonna tell you who did the best person for Quavo.
Who was that?
Chinaz Myron. He went on the internet
he was
and did a skit that was hilarious. He basically showed us what we was listening to.
He was like, bloop, bloop.
Right. he got to snapping on that shit. I said, okay, you know what? I don't know. I think Quavo should have used me.
It's crazy if you can imitate a rapper and don't say no words
at all. At all. So shout outs to Myron, because man, you did it. You did exactly what we heard. I ain't gonna even lie.
For real.
Man. So yeah, it was a good week for music. I ain't gonna lie. You know, we had some diss tracks, some better than others.
Yes.
I was not gonna say one better than others, because all the others was garbage.
Mm-hmm.
If I look at it like this, if you got to use AI to help you to diss somebody, you're not dissing nobody. You're not dissing on. You put my baby daddy on your track.
Stop.
My baby daddy been there since '96.
Just stop it. Stop teaching AI.
Man,
AI
stop
is learning
it.
from you.
Use
even when you're
AI
not
for
trying.
business and not for your pleasure, because you are whack for that shit. You whack. Don't ever sit up and do a diss track on us and use AI.
No, use your brain. It functions.
Man, use your own words and real people that are alive.
That part. Your human brain matters.
Man,
Just like books matter.
everything matters
AI does not matter.
at all. At all.
Look, it's the battle against robots versus humans.
Man, so yeah, that's the crazy part right there. That's the crazy part. But hey, hold on, Sterling, come on over here. Let us know what your week is about real quick. Can you pick up that mic and let us know before we get up out of here? We still got like about 10-15 minutes.
Yes.
And we could go ahead and find out what goes on here at Lower Level.
Yeah, what it do? Y'all know. Your boy, Mr. Picture This, blowradio.com. Been a minute. You know, I'm back, baby. What's happening?
Hey, what's happening? What's going on, Sterling? How you doing?
Oh, baby, just trying to, you know what I'm saying, do what I do, you know, move the way I move and grew the way I grew, baby. Yeah.
So, hey, I love your place. I
Thank
love
you,
this
thank
place.
you.
This place is so intimate and nice. It's just like, man, what is your week like here at Lower Level?
Well, first of all, when I built the Lower Level, I wanted to give spot for us, like us grown folks, you know, who don't really like being around a whole bunch of, you know, it's kind of private, secluded, you know, vibes and stuff. And I used to love basement parties back growing up. It was so cool. We didn't have no problems, no nothing. You know, we grooved and did what we did, and then we left. So the Lower Level Lounge, when opportunity came, I wanted to have a place where we could have like grown basement type vibes and small, intimate environments, luxury, you know, lifestyles without being bothered. And I love live music, so that's my niche. So I wanted to also have a place where artists can come and just do their thing. A lot of artists don't, you know, I can't say they're not ready to be on a big, you know, platform, but they don't want to be on a big platform. So to sum it up, the Lower Level Lounge, when it comes to my events and stuff, kind of give you tiny desk vibes. You know, more private and up close and personal with the artists and things like that. So that's kind of what I wanted to bring to the Lower Level Lounge for pretty much all artists, musicians, poets, and pretty much all like spoken entertainment.
Okay,
you know, to come and kind of just do their thing without any, you know, like the restrictions and this going on, you know. So yeah. That's what I did with that. So I want to shout out to everybody that came and showed me love last week for our 2-year anniversary.
I was just gonna go into that.
Oh, it was
Aren't
a
we
whole
celebrating
vibe.
2 years now?
Yeah, 2 years.
Oh
baby.
my
You know,
goodness,
it was a whole
yes.
vibe. And I will put the
Congratulations.
highlight video up tomorrow.
Okay.
So the video let you know, because yeah. So
it was
tomorrow,
going down. I heard it was a lovely night.
Oh yeah, you know, I was all over the place. You know, yeah, they were showing me love. I ain't gonna even lie, you know, but yeah, but on Mondays, every Monday we have this is for all my artists, musicians, poets, and anybody that you know, want to bless the mic. We got Monday Night Live every Monday, R&B open mic with the live band, live sound, live everything. So whatever you do, you want to do on the mic, you know, come down, see what you got, you know, and actually shout out to my daughter, Ezzy over here, my bartender. We got our birthday party this coming up Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Happy birthday.
You know, so I need all, you know, and she got some badass friends too. So, you know, I'm Pops though, so, you know, I can say that and get away with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So all y'all come down and toast one up with my baby girl. You know what I mean? She busts her ass here. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be doing a lot of shit that I'm doing here. You know, she really got my back. She know how to run this whole motherfucker by herself.
Okay.
So shout out to her.
That's what's up. Shout out to the bartender.
You know, yeah. And then on Thursdays, we got ladies night on Thursdays. We trying to get that up and going and stuff. Free Don Julio for the ladies every Thursday. You know, and we got some surprise things. I was dipping and dabbing with a few external things I'm adding to the lower level. I keep y'all posted with that. Yeah, I'm looking at it right there now.
Okay, yeah,
yeah, that's coming. So y'all know what it is.
Yeah, we
But,
seen it.
so I ain't gonna make
it.
the announcement till we get that going.
We seen it. That's all we saying. We
that's
seen
coming.
it.
That's coming. And I want to give a shout out to my boy Scales too. He got it. My next show is May 10th with my boy Harvey Scales Jr., aka Scales. He got a show down here at the Lower Level Lounge. If y'all ain't seen him at R&B Live, he does his thing. He one of the hip hop artists that performs at R&B Live, so he does his thing. So we got him coming up. And then we finna start the Lower Level outside. Since the weather finna break, we finna have a band and a bar and everything outside on Buffalo Street.
That's gonna be dope.
So yeah,
you got a lot of things coming up.
Got a whole,
I
big
love
vibe
it.
coming
I
up.
love it. And then on top of that, you also take pictures. And
I'm Mr. Picture This.
Yes.
You know, matter of fact, the Picture This 24-year anniversary is coming up May 1st. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what play I'm gonna do for that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm even in the damn country, you know, I have to get up out of here from time to time to reset my.
Yeah, you gotta reset that mental sometimes. Yeah,
that's how I stay sane. I get the fuck up out of here.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Because everybody know. I ain't gonna say just what Milwaukee can do to you, but when you entrepreneur and you busting your ass so much, sometimes you gotta go somewhere else to find your beach.
Right.
You know what I mean? To kind of woosah and reset and everything. So that's very important, So shout out to everybody. Shout out to all my entrepreneurs, all my ladies and gentlemen, all my fans, all my everything, even the haters, because without the haters, you got to have a plus and a minus. You know what I mean? So y'all keep us motivated and keep us going. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what it is, baby.
Man, we appreciate you letting us use this beautiful.
Oh, come on now, we fam now. I've been trying to get y'all motherfuckers down here for how long?
Hey,
what took so goddamn long? Shit.
We here though. We're here. I'm here.
Damn.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I will be making my way back. Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm making my way back.
Yeah. I got to get some of these signature drinks of y'all's too. Come on now.
Yeah. You definitely got that.
Yeah.
I got you on
some
that.
OGs not with it now.
Didn't Patrice said it's a drink that you requested? Wasn't that?
Oh yeah, isn't there like a drink that you requested?
It was a drink you requested of her to make.
You needed a signature drink for here, right?
Yes. I told her, I said she got to make me a signature drink, and where the fuck she go? Shit,
she'll be right back.
My water and shit all. Yeah, y'all can use that motherfucker now. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes. So. I gotta have a signature drink. I used to have a signature drink back in the day, called the Picture This. This back when the Club Escape days was. You know what I mean? And yeah, that motherfucker had about 6 different goddamn liquors in it.
6 liquors, like all white liquors.
No, but I'm a vodka guy, so it was mostly like mainly vodka, but by the time you finished making it, it was navy blue. Yeah. And I remember what's in it, but the motherfucker takes so long to make. You know what I mean? It ain't like you can just pour it up real fast. Like you got to really make it. It's like, goddamn. So I know how to make it, and I may resurface it back because it's a throwback drink, but it's a personal favorite.
Picture that. Picture
this.
I don't even know. Picture this. Hey, I trade my bro phone, baby. Man. Picture that and picture this.
There you go.
Yes, I got it all. Yeah, I got it all.
Baby. Man, I can't. You know what? If y'all have a chance to this week, y'all make sure y'all come down and check out the Lower Level Lounge, because this is one beautiful space. Like when I say beautiful, we got swings, we got clouds, we got everything. We got fireplace, we got live entertainment. We got the vibe here. Just walking in here, you can feel the vibe.
That's what we're about, vibes, man, because we in a gray area, for us grown folks. We got the young folks, they got their shit, let them do what they do.
Right.
And we got the older people who really don't do, like, they don't go out like that. They got their corner bars and do what they do. But it's really a gray area. It's really not much for us grown folks to do.
And that live entertainment is what it is, because that's what I grew up on. I love live
and see, music. That's kind of how I keep the riffraff down. Because, the music controls your environment.
Exactly.
You know, if you don't play it, they not coming.
They
if you
not
play
coming.
it, they coming.
You play that grown folks.
Yes, yeah, they
Right.
like, I don't like this. Is this
But
something
we
like
do.
my mom and daddy?
I'm
did
like,
here.
you know, the
I'm gonna
crowd
go.
that does
I had a
that.
few that come in and then stick their head in the door, look around, and be like, yeah, nah, this ain't us, y'all. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, you know, we on some grown vibes. If y'all ain't on no bullshit, you know, no mess, man, y'all come rock
Man,
with
tell
me.
them the address again.
207 East Buffalo on the corner of Water Street and Buffalo, baby, inside the Marshall Building. For those who don't know, if you're downtown, you ever been in like the restaurant Shake Shack? It's right across the street from Shake Shack, right on the corner, 207 East Buffalo, on the corner of Water Street and Buffalo, inside the Marshall Building, the Lower
That's
Level
what's
Lounge.
up.
If you want to know any info, you can follow me on all social media platforms at the Lower Level Lounge.
Yeah.
You know, or if you know friends with me or follow me, you can just reach out to me, Sterling Odom. I got like 4-5 fucking pages, but you know,
I
you
think
type
I'm
it in, the
friends on
shit will
you on
pop up.
3 of them.
You'll see the fly, you'll see the fly nigga with the crown on, you know. So yeah, that's me. But yeah, we
And that's
rocking and
that's
rolling.
what he's known for right there. That
Oh,
crown.
yeah, I'm
He is the king of crowns.
Yeah, you damn right, baby. Now every king and queen deserve to rock multiple crowns.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you make it happen.
Yeah, that part.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I appreciate you so much. Sir. You trying to remember what that drink was?
I feel like I remember because when he said the crown, I
It
remember
has to
the
do with the
crown.
crown. Yep.
I
It has to
remember
do
the
with the crown.
on the
Yep.
top.
Yep. It definitely
And it
has to
was
do with
some
it.
kind of like juice with the liquor blend in the middle and the grenadine on the bottom.
It's a pimpin' ass drink though.
I don't know. The motherfucker was good though. I know
Yeah,
that.
it's
So
a pimpin' ass.
even if
I know
that
it has
wasn't
to
what
do
it
with
is,
the
that shit,
crown.
what you talking sound good too. Shit.
I think that's
do
what
remember- I do
I
remember
think
one
I'm
thing.
nailing it. I
I
just
do
don't
remember
know what
one
liquor
part
that
of
is
it.
in the middle.
The peach floater, peach crown floater on top.
That's-
I remember that
yeah,
part.
That's the part I'm talking about.
Yep.
I'm like the crown on top. I remember that.
Yeah.
It was a heavy red bottom, and then it was something in the middle, like
Exactly.
kind of
Yeah.
peach
All I
little
did.
mix with
She
the
didn't let
liquor
me
in
see
it.
her make it. She just said, "Here, taste this."
And it was the shit, huh?
It must
like,
be
okay.
Ciroc.
Yeah,
Yep,
I'm the
it's
rock
Ciroc.
boy.
We know it's Ciroc. I know
You
the
know,
base is Ciroc
It's gotta
automatically. Yeah.
be.
I know
know.
the
I
base is
feel like
Ciroc.
I got her drink right, but I'm not sure entirely.
We was trying to figure out the Sterling drink, the lower level drink that she created.
with the
Yeah.
grenadine on the bottom.
And
the
the-
syrup
and
on
the
the
I didn't see what she
And the
made in it.
mix
She just
is
handed me the
like a
glass like here.
pineapple
drink
something.
this.
Yeah.
Boom boom.
Oh,
Can't
there
remember.
it
I don't
is.
know.
Yeah.
Peach crown on the top.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see what I'm saying.
Look.
Yeah.
We did
Yeah, that was that drink. Huh?
And damn, why the fuck you didn't put one in my hand at my anniversary? I know it was all over the place.
Sit up.
Oh, speaking of looking like a woo wee, y'all. Let me tell you about Patrice on my anniversary. I didn't know it was her when she walked through the door.
Uh-oh.
I seen her from the back. I'm like, okay, yeah. She's like, then she turned around. She turned around. I said, oh, thank y'all for walking in. Look at my baby girl. Look at this. Look at my girl. She was in this motherfucker flying the motherfucker, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. Like, ew. I was like, okay. Yeah.
Sit in her special area, huh?
Yes. But I don't even, honestly, I don't even remember where the hell she was because I was all over the goddamn place and I was, yeah. But I know
Man.
she was in the building.
She was in the
Goddamn
building.
it, that I
Definitely
do know
she was in the
motherfucking
building.
She was looking like a whole garden. He said.
Yeah, she was glowing,
Oh.
whistling and shit. I said, damn, okay, baby. Yeah.
Okay,
Good look,
baby.
baby.
It was going down,
Okay,
man.
baby.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you, Sterling. Man, we appreciate you allowing us to take up this beautiful space with you tonight here at
Man,
Lower
listen,
Level Lounge.
whenever y'all need me, I have a circle of motherfuckers that I fuck with on a regular. A brotherhood and a sisterhood, you know, to where, hey, when we reach out, you already know what it is. You know,
Yes.
so I'm gonna leave it at that.
I appreciate you,
You
so
know,
much. I appreciate
Whenever
you
y'all
so
need
much.
anything that I could provide for y'all, I got y'all. Period.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Sterling.
Hey, baby, hold it, write it down, hang it up, frame the motherfucker. Yeah, it's fucking loaded, baby.
We just know we
Yeah.
we are locked in with Lower Level Lounge.
damn
Y'all. We are
motherfucking
locked
right.
in.
Love,
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
love.
The Bartender
I
Lounge.
don't
is
gotta ask nobody
locked
shit.
in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh. You might have to hold on. There we
Yeah.
go.
I got you speechless, baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
Because you was looking
it,
for
it
that
happens. I get it. You know.
It
yeah.
does. It happens. Thank you,
Yeah, it
Sterling, for
happens,
having us
baby.
in the building tonight. We appreciate you. Bartender's Lounge officially in the building, blowradio.com. You know how we get down every Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, exclusively on blowradio.com, live on YouTube and Facebook.com. You know how we get down up in this piece. Make sure y'all join the Facebook group. I think Kelly set the bar at 1,000. 1,000 is locked.
Man,
so we right there.
Yep.
We right there at 1,000 is locked, and then we're gonna move on to some other opportunities for y'all to connect with us. Make sure y'all do that.
Yes.
Not next week, but the week after. So next week we'll be back at home at Calm, and the week after that, then we're going to Swish. So we're gonna work that out.
Swish.
And we'll get shoot you some details regarding that. We out here trying to make friends with all of the bar owners. Let them know we on their team. We here to make sure that we participate and share as much information as we can about the establishment. Make sure that the staff is on deck, because we coming in expecting excellence, and anything that we can do to help make that possible. You know, it's plenty of experience in this group, and collectively, the goal is to set a bar of excellence across the city. That's how we get down in the Bartender's Lounge.
You know it.
Shiggity. Don't forget, every Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on blowradio.com. Until next week. I know I'm supposed to play this outro, but I'm not gonna play it.
Not today, but we out.
Click the leave the lounge. Thank you very much.
Where we at?
See right here, it say right here, getting broadcast.
Yeah.
That's what you do right there up in the corner.
Yep.
See?
And we
Yeah,
out.
make sure it go there, and then go to the other facility there. I know blowradio.com is still hanging on